Everyone, this is David over here at Slingin Tech. I wanted to put together a quick video to show some of our new features and to kind of, broadcast what the mobile app is actually about. Basically, the app is the ultimate driver's notebook. You can manage setups here, you can do some calculations, you can buy parts, you can ask questions on a forum. And so I just wanted to do a quick overview. So we'll start with the core of the app. I developed this app because whenever I set up my race car for the first time, I had this fancy piece of paper and I went through and scaled the car and wrote down a bunch of notes and stuff. And lo and behold, I lost the piece of paper. So to help myself from going through that again and other drivers, I built this app. And so we start off with the core component of the app, and that is saving and loading setups. So you'll see you can store a lot of information here. You can take notes. You have all four corners. So pretty neat little thing. And you can also you can calculate your spring preload. So we'll do 16 inch, and we'll do 13, and then of course it calculates to 3,000. So that's pretty neat. Another thing you can do is you can share setups. So you can actually share setups between team members, whether it be your crew chief or anybody else in your pit, or even your friends, if you're into sharing your setups with your friends. You can also print your setup. So this is pretty neat. So going back to what I said at the beginning about having a paper setup, sometimes it's nicer to have the paper setup, but it's also nice to have electronic and paper. So this is an awesome feature here. You can print out your setup. It'll contain all your fields and have all your notes in there. So that's the core part of the app. And with that, we've kind of expanded as well on what the app can do. So we'll come back to here and we can go to our account. In the account page, you can see that we have a list of my racetracks, and then we have some account management pieces down here. And basically what the racetracks does basically ties these racetracks back to your setups and your race log. We'll get to the race log here in a minute. If we go back to setups and click this guy, this list is populated from your account. You can see I have 105 Speedway there now. So that's a pretty neat feature right there. And then we'll come back to the sidebar here, and we'll go to checklist. So checklist is awesome. So if you come here, you'll be greeted with an empty, basically an empty screen. You won't really have this right here because you'll have, a new checklist. But you can click Create Checklist. And when you do that, now you can opt to check any of these sections that you might want. You can check them all. You can check none of them if you choose. And we can name this, we'll just do a live demo. And then you can create this checklist. And now you've got this checklist. So here's your body, check braces, check body bolts, and wash it. And then you can, you can check these during the week. And then after race day, let's reset that. Cool. Now you've got an empty checklist to start over again. So that's an awesome feature there. You can add sections, you can edit. So I can come in here and I can delete this section, and then click edit again. It'll undo that. So, and you can also, delete the list, or, like I said, add sections. So moving on to the next feature here, we have the forum. The forum is fairly new. We don't have a ton of activity, but that's where you guys come in. Get in here and ask questions. We have moderators that are waiting to answer questions. I need to get in here and ask some more questions for myself because I like to, know things too. Pretty neat little thing. Pretty open forum. You can ask whatever you want. Just please no profanity and no, badgering people about what they don't know. We're all here to learn. So next is the buy parts section. This is a pretty neat feature. This is provided to us by X Factor Motorsports. Pretty big in the racing industry. Sells new and used parts, at a fair value. You can buy parts here. You can have them shipped to your house, all from your mobile device. Pretty neat little thing there. The next is the tool calculators. So here you can calculate like what gearing you might want to, reach a desired speed. Let's say you want to go 100 miles an hour. You're running, 7,200 RPM chip. Your tires are 82 inches. You can calculate this, and you'll never need a 559 gear. And you can do the same for speed and RPM. So those are really helpful if you're at the track trying to fine tune, just trying to get that little bit of extra speed, coming off the corner or at the end of the straightaway. The next thing that we have is the race log here. This is a pretty neat little feature. You can log your race events. You can select the track that you raced at. You can select the setup that you used, your start, your finish, any kind of notes you want to take, and then they'll all show up here. Eventually, we'll probably add a search feature here. But this is a nice little log that you can have to see how you're doing. Eventually, we'd like to tie this into another platform and automate that stuff for you guys, but that's a work in progress. So the next thing we'll have is the setup help. We're limited right now to modifieds and stocks, but some of this stuff will apply to any type of race car, especially on dirt. You have loose on entries, some things that you can change with different components of the car. You can change it to, let's say you're tight in the middle. You can, look at this table and kind of see what we got there. And then we have tech articles. These are just some nice little articles that we keep up on. This is always expanding. We're always looking to add more articles in here. So that's pretty neat. And then we have the rules for IMCA and USRA. We would like to get some more rules in there. So if you guys have any suggestions on any kind of dirt track sanctioning body that you guys want to see in here, I know that UMP is out there. Their rule set is a little difficult to add in here just because of the way that they have it set up. I'm hoping that eventually we can get UMP in here. I guess I can show you that here too. So we'll just go into IMCA Sport Compact, and this will load in here. Let's see what else we got. I can't pan since I'm using a simulator on my MacBook, so technical garbage there. And then I believe that is it. Anyways, I wanted to kind of share this with you guys because, like I said, a lot of people they're not super familiar with the app. We're trying to get promoted out there, so if you guys could share the video and let drivers know, it's a pretty neat little thing. And also, we are always open to suggestions for new features, new fields. If you want to add a new field to a setup, let us know. And just remember to get the dirt.